Welcome to Histology Hub. For centuries, the Egyptian pyramids have been surrounded by mystery and myths. Today, we're busting the biggest misconceptions and uncovering the real history behind these wonders. The pyramids of Egypt stand as silent giants against the desert sky. For thousands of years, they have captured our imagination like few other things on Earth. These massive structures built so long ago make us feel small and full of wonder. They connect us to a past that is almost too deep to comprehend. People from every corner of the world travel just to see them, to stand in their shadow and feel the weight of history. The pyramids are more than just old buildings. They are symbols of human ambition, a testament to what we can achieve when we work together with a powerful shared belief. Their sheer size and perfect shape have always sparked questions and endless curiosity. How could an ancient civilization, without our modern machines, build something so grand? What secrets do they hold within their dark, silent chambers? This fascination is not new. Even the ancient Greeks and Romans were amazed by the pyramids, writing about them as one of the great wonders of their world. This enduring mystery is what keeps us coming back. It's a puzzle that stretches across millennia, inviting us to look closer and try to understand the people who dreamed these mountains of stone into existence. This global fascination has also created a space for incredible stories to grow. When faced with something so magnificent, it is sometimes easier for our minds to imagine extraordinary explanations. We think of powerful pharaohs, hidden treasures, and ancient magic. These stories are exciting and have become part of the pyramid's legend, passed down through books, films, and conversations. They add a layer of romance and intrigue to the solid, sun-baked stones. The pyramids are not just historical sites. They have become characters in a grand human story that we all share and continue to tell. The pyramids ask us to think about our own place in time. They have stood for over 4,000 years, watching empires rise and fall. They have seen the world change in ways their builders could never have imagined. Gazing up at the Great Pyramid, you can't help but feel a profound connection to all the generations of people who have stood in that very same spot. They are a powerful reminder of human ingenuity and our deep desire to leave a mark on the world, to create something that will outlast our own short lives and speak to the future. One of the most popular and persistent myths is that aliens from another planet built the pyramids. People who believe this idea often point to the incredible precision of the structures. They argue that ancient Egyptians could not possibly have had the knowledge or technology to align the pyramids so perfectly with the stars. This theory suggests that extraterrestrial visitors shared their advanced engineering skills to create these wonders. While it is a fun idea for science fiction movies, it takes away the credit from the real human builders who lived and worked in the Nile Valley so long ago. Another famous myth is the curse of the pharaohs. This story became very popular after the tomb of Tutankhamun was opened in 1922. Several people connected to the discovery died in the years that followed. This led to sensational tales of a deadly curse placed on the tomb to protect it from intruders. People imagined that anyone who disturbed the final resting place of a pharaoh would meet a terrible end. This myth adds a layer of spooky excitement to archaeology, but it overlooks the scientific and logical explanations for these unfortunate events, which were often just coincidences or caused by natural factors. Many people also believe that the pyramids are filled with complex and deadly traps. They imagine secret passages with falling blocks, hidden pits, and poison darts designed to stop tomb robbers. This idea has been made famous by adventure films and video games. While the builders did try to protect the tombs by sealing passages with huge stone blocks and creating confusing layouts, the elaborate movie-style traps are pure fiction. The real security system of the pyramids was their immense size, the difficulty of finding the true burial chamber, and the belief in divine protection for the pharaoh. Finally, there is a myth that the pyramids were built using an impossible lost technology. Some theories suggest the Egyptians knew a secret way to lift massive stones with sound or some form of ancient magic. The idea that they could cut and move blocks weighing many tons seems unbelievable to some. This line of thinking assumes that ancient people were not as clever or capable as we are today. It creates a mystery where one may not exist, ignoring the evidence of the simple but effective tools and the incredible human effort that archaeologists have actually discovered over many years of careful study. The truth about who built the pyramids is far more interesting than any myth. archaeologists have found the remains of a purpose-built village right next to the pyramids at Giza. This is where the workers lived. They were not slaves, as many once believed, but skilled Egyptian laborers. We know this from skeletons found in nearby tombs. Their bones show they received medical care for their injuries. They were respected workers, organized into teams with leaders. They were fed with bread and beer and were proud of their work, even leaving graffiti on the stones that reads, "The Drunkards of Menkaura" or "Friends of Khufu Gang." So, how did they build them? The answer is human ingenuity and a lot of hard work. The Egyptians were masters of simple machines and logistics. They quarried the huge stone blocks using copper chisels and stone hammers. To move these heavy blocks, they likely used wooden sledges. Recent discoveries suggest they may have wet the sand in front of the sledge to reduce friction, making it much easier to pull. For lifting the blocks into place, they built enormous ramps of earth and brick that spiraled up the side of the pyramid as it grew taller. It was a slow and difficult process, but it was entirely human. The reason for building the pyramids is also very clear from Egyptian beliefs. The pyramids were not just monuments, they were resurrection machines. The ancient Egyptians believed that their pharaohs were gods on earth. After death, the pharaoh needed to return to the gods in the afterlife. The pyramid was a tomb, a grand house for eternity that protected the king's body. Its shape, like a stairway to the heavens, was designed to help the pharaoh's soul ascend to the sky and join the sun god Ra on his daily journey. They were filled with everything the king would need in the next life, from furniture to food. Archaeology provides us with the facts that bust these myths. We have found the tools they used, the diaries of officials who managed the work, and the settlement where the builders lived. We have studied the marks on the stones and the structure of the ramps. Every new discovery adds another piece to the puzzle, painting a clear picture of a highly organized society with incredible engineering skills. The evidence shows that the pyramids were the result of decades of planning, hard work, and the deep religious devotion of the Egyptian people, not aliens or magic. Choosing to believe in the real history of the pyramids is important because it gives credit to the people who actually built them. When we say that aliens or a lost magical race were responsible, we are taking away the incredible achievement of the ancient Egyptians. We are essentially saying that humans in the past were not smart enough or capable enough to create such wonders. The truth, however, is that they were brilliant engineers, architects, and organizers. Understanding their real methods allows us to appreciate their intelligence and skill, recognizing them as the true authors of their amazing legacy. Furthermore, embracing the facts over myths helps us connect with the past on a more human level. The story of the pyramid builders is a story of real people. It is a story of workers who got up every day, who worked hard under the hot sun, who took pride in their craft, and who shared a common goal. This is a story of human cooperation on a massive scale. When we learn about their lives, their beliefs, and their challenges, we see a reflection of ourselves. History becomes less about mysterious monuments and more about the shared human experience of creating something lasting. Learning the real history also teaches us a valuable lesson about how to think critically. The myths about the pyramids often come from a lack of information or a desire for a more exciting story. By looking at the archaeological evidence, we learn how to ask questions, how to weigh facts, and how to build a conclusion based on proof. This is a skill that is useful in all parts of life. It helps us to separate fact from fiction, not just when we study ancient history, but also when we read the news or hear stories in our own time. In the end, the true story of the pyramids is more awe-inspiring than any myth. It is a story of human potential. It shows us that with dedication, collaboration, and a powerful vision, ordinary people can achieve extraordinary things. The pyramids stand as a testament not to alien visitors or forgotten magic, but to the incredible power of human hands and human minds. By understanding and sharing their true history, we do not lose the wonder. We find it in a much deeper and more meaningful place, in the amazing capabilities of our own ancestors.